My name is Megan, and I am the owner of Local Table Tours here in Denver, Boulder, and Fort Collins. And like many of you, it is a Friday night. I am home. I have been home for 8 or 9 days now, and I decided tonight to make one of my favorite dishes. It's super easy to make, and I think that you might enjoy it too, and it doesn't require that many ingredients. It's going to be an entire roasted cauliflower. So preheat your oven to 425. Ours is already done. I cut off some of the extra greenery around the bottom. You're going to put this into a cast iron skillet. It's very important to use a cast iron skillet, which I learned when I didn't use a cast iron skillet and it didn't turn out well. All you got to do is drizzle it with some olive oil. Be generous. It's going to soak up a lot of that oil. And it doesn't matter how much olive oil you have, especially now because we're all wearing sweatpants every day. A little pepper. Got to refill the grinder. I'll make sure to do that in between shooting here. A little salt. And I don't really have a reason for why I add this, but I did from the first time, and so I do it every time. Just a little nutritional yeast. I think it adds a better flavor. If you don't have it, don't add it. It doesn't matter. The thing's gonna roast up beautifully. But you gotta follow some instructions, and you have to have patience because it's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna put it in the oven right now at 425, and I'm gonna check it in about 30 minutes, which is when I'm gonna be adding other ingredients to the pan. So it's been 35 minutes, which is when I like to pull out the head of cauliflower. Drop the temperature to 400. I'm going to give it a little pepper since I didn't have a full pepper grinder when I started. And usually this is when I will add some dried herbs like thyme, but I don't have that in the house right now, and I wasn't going to go out to the store just for thyme. So you could add other herbs if you wanted to make it kind of that savory flavor. I'm going to stick with it just like this for tonight and put it back in for another 30 minutes now at 400. So the cauliflower has been going about an hour now. 30 minutes at 425, 30 minutes at 400. Now I'm going to take it out, lower the temperature now to 375, and I'm going to add some garlic. Now I've left the garlic just in cloves that have some of their skin on them. I think they roast easier that way. I could be wrong, I'm not a professional chef. That's just what I do. I throw them in here all around the cauliflower. Because later, when I pull them out, hopefully they're not all burned, and I'll remove the garlic from that, and it's just delicious. Put it on bread, put it on anything. So we're going back in for about 45 minutes. All right, it's been another 45 minutes. So I'm going to pull it out. And there you go. A roasted head of cauliflower. I like to let it sit for about 15 minutes before I cut into it. So we're going to go ahead and do that so you can see how smoothly it cuts. After I let this sit about 15 minutes, it usually comes out of the pan in one piece, which is nice. And I grab all my little bits of garlic here, and they'll just easily come out. And you have roasted garlic that I'm going to throw in our dish tonight. But the cauliflower is really special when it's roasted like this because it just cuts beautifully right through the middle. And you can serve some nice big pieces of cauliflower for those nights that you want to maybe not do chicken or some other meat. It's a really nice vegetarian option.